Hello, welcome back for a new video. Sometime before I received delivery of my iX1, I put in a pre-order of a Fisker Ocean. And now I have come to a conclusion what to do, if I will continue with that order or if I will cancel it. So join me in this video and I will explain my decision. I placed my reservation for the Fisker Ocean after the summer last year, and after that I got delivery of my iX1 in December and have now been driving it for 5 months. And I have been able to see the Fisker Ocean live on eCar Expo in Stockholm, and of course I've been following a lot of official information from Fisker in social media. So I want to start with a disclaimer. This is all my personal opinions and assumptions, and also my personal experiences. And what's important for me, maybe it's not important for you. Last year I did a comparison between the iX1 and the Fisker Ocean, so I thought we could start with the recap. The iX1 has a length of 4,500 millimeters. It's got 313 horsepower, 420 kilometer range, and the price in Sweden in December was 845,000 Swedish crowns for a fully loaded car with matte paint and etc. And it got a warranty of 2 years. If you look on the Fisker Ocean, it's a bigger car. It's almost 30 centimeters longer. It got more power, 550 horsepower. They are both all-wheel drive. And the range was initially 630, but after that it got claimed an impressive range of 707 kilometers. And the price was about the same as my iX1 in December for a fully loaded car. And the car got a very impressive warranty time of 6 years. So it all looks very promising and very impressive. So the decision should be quite simple. The car also has some really interesting features like the solar panel roof, and it's also got this very interesting rotating screen in the console in the middle, so you can use it in portrait mode while you're driving and in landscape mode watching movies or something while charging. And it also got this really interesting California mode when you can put down all the windows and also the sunroof and get almost a convertible feeling in the car. So impressive figures, a really attractive price, long warranty, a lot of power, long range and a lot of features. So the decision should be quite simple, I think. Or is it really the case? Let's find out. So I've been having my iX1 now for 5 months, and in all it's been a really good experience. The car is great quality. It's a really fun car to drive and a lot of other things to like about the car. I've had some problems, especially with the LED lights, and this has made me got a really good experience of how the local BMW dealer has been functioning. And of course there are some things I don't like about the car, especially the seat comfort on the M Sport seats. The comfort is not that good and the adjustment possibilities are limited, especially you can't adjust the headrest anything, and it's got a really strange incline of them. So I know this car really good now, I can say, after 5 months. And let's look on the Fisker now. Of course, I have some concerns when it comes to Fisker, especially deliveries. They were really proud in November that they started the production, and they said that the first deliveries will start following the completion of homologation, and nothing happened. They said in the beginning that the first cars should be delivered to customers in the first quarter of this year. This didn't happen. On the 6th of April, they said on the international US page that they have completed all the testings and everything, but still no cars delivered. On the Swedish statement the same day, they said that they changed the strategy and they should wait to ramp up the production until they get the final EU approvals, and they assume that this should happen the 20th of April. But still no new news about this and no cars delivered. So we will have to wait and see when the first cars really hit the street and we get some opinions from the users. During the process, they have received really good test results when it comes to range. An impressive VLTP of 707 kilometers. And also they have test results that the 22-inch wheels only affect the range with 6 kilometers, which is also really impressive. They also state that it's a fantastic car in winter conditions. It handles really good on the racetrack and it looks to be a supercar. But it's really strange that even though they say that they have cars ready to be delivered as soon as everything is on place when it comes to approvals, which should be now in the end of April, there are still not a single review in press, media, YouTube or anything from anyone outside Fisker about the car. So this makes me really wonder what's happening. Why is there no one else outside Fisker that has been allowed to publish any experiences of the cars when the car should be ready to be delivered to customers any day? Another concern, which can seem like a small detail, is the rear visibility. I discussed this with Henrik on the eCar Expo in Stockholm because they rely heavily on 2 rear cameras. And the rear window has no cleaning, no wiper, no electrical heating, and you should use these cameras instead. And also the cameras have no cleaning system, but Henrik ensured that they have a special coating on them, and also they worked heavily on the airflow, so it shouldn't be a problem. But for me, living in Sweden with winter climate 4 or 5 months every year and really dirty, salted roads, I think no coating in the world could work in these conditions. Shortly after this, Fisker presented a video from the winter testing in the north of Sweden, and here we could clearly see that the upper camera, which is instead of the rear view mirror, is completely covered in snow. And there was a lot of discussions about this in different forums on Facebook, etc. And shortly after that, Fisker presented new images, and then suddenly both cameras were extremely clean. Not only the sensor, but the complete camera housings. So this really makes me wonder, is it working or not? And if it's not working, why did they publish these images so soon? Because normally if they had a problem to calibrate this or something, it should take some time. But these images were presented only a few days after the discussion. And this really makes me doubt about can I trust the information from Fisker, or are they hiding a lot of information and misleading their customers? So it's a small detail, but it's a really important matter when it comes to trust for me. Another concern after seeing the car live on eCar Expo in Stockholm is the interior quality, which for me felt really cheap in a lot of details. And maybe you can't expect more for this price level, and they also claim that this is because of a lot of recycled materials. But it doesn't matter. For me, I think the interior quality is really important, because there I spend all my time in the car, and the experience was not what I expected, at least. But the biggest concern for me is if Fisker really will survive as a brand name. It's taken a long time for them now, and they have still not delivered any cars. The world economy in 2023 is totally different, and a lot of the EV incentives are disappearing, and the support you can get from government, etc., is disappearing in country after country. And also they have this long 6-year warranty. It's a brand new car, so the question is, can they really afford the warranty claims that they for sure will have with a new platform? And also they have a lot of other startup costs with demonstration centers, build up a network of service and maintenance points, etc. Even a claimed brand name as BMW have a lot of problem with their platform for the iX1, for instance. And but they have at least a dealer network with a functioning aftermarket. And because I had some problems with my BMW, and also some previous BMWs and other brand names, for me it's really important to have a local dealer that I can turn to. Not only a service point, because as long as I have a local dealer which both sell the car to me and should take care of the aftermarket, of course they are more concerned about my thoughts and my experience. Also, for being a car producer, they have quite low volume goals, and they have a low price and probably quite high production costs, because they produce it in Austria, which is not a cheap country to produce anything in. And also now there are a lot of new interesting EV brands on the market, especially from China, and there are coming a lot of new models every week almost. So the competition is really tough today. And also, maybe a strange thing, the design. The design is really important for Fisker, of course, and it's an important core of their sales. But it's taken so long time now for the car, so I don't know. A lot of cars, the design grow on you during time, and some cars it begins to fade during time. And for me, I've seen so much pointless advertising now for the Fisker, so I think the design, it's not appealing to me anymore. There are things to like, but if I compare to the other options on the market, there are a lot of other options that have really good design also. So my biggest concern is that I'm not sure that Fisker will survive. We should remind us that even if they can deliver a lot of cars, they should take care of the warranty for 6 years. And what will happen after the first boom when the car is brand new? Will they continue to sell enough volumes to take care of these aftermarket costs or not? We will see. I hope they succeed. I wish them from the bottom of my heart all the best luck, but the decision is made, at least for me. The Fisker Ocean is not the car that I will continue with. So I have now cancelled my order, and if I will continue to drive my BMW iX1 or not, that's for another video. Take care and drive safely.